What's up, everyone? It's your boy King Legacy, and you know what, honestly, I have no idea how I even want to do this video. Like, I mean, I've been away for almost 3 months. Seriously. And it's all because of a crazy chain of events. And we'll briefly go over them, of course. But I mean, first off, my PC got absolutely bodied because of a power surge, and we'll definitely go over that throughout this video. And then secondly, I've been dealing with a hurricane and a tree literally falling on our house and almost taking out me and my brother. So, you know, there's that. And then lastly, honestly, it's just been so many little things that have added up over time to become one gigantic just pain, and it's so frustrating. But yeah, it seems like the universe was not too happy with me recently, and you know me, we gonna slap a smile on our face and keep it pushing because that's all we can do. So it is what it is. But yeah, we might as well get right into the video, and I kind of want this to be like a quick sort of video, you know, like I don't really want to drag this out if I don't have to, because the reality of it is that I'm excited. I'm so excited and happy to be back. Like, I'm ready to edit, I'm ready to do all that stuff, especially when it comes to the Mario Party series, because my God, you guys have got to see how that series plays out. Like, it's one of those things where it's like, you know, considering how last series went, how does it get any better than this? And then it just does. Like, it always does. So I'm super excited for that. Oh, and by the way, yes, for those of you wondering, I have played Super Mario Party Jamboree, and I absolutely love it. Like, when I tell you, I could rave about that game. But we don't need to turn this into a discussion video about Mario Party, but just know I cannot wait until me and my boys record on that game, because good Lord, chaos. Just pure chaos. I'm actually salty we have to record the stupid birthday cake next on Superstars. But yeah, so there's that. I'm super excited to make other types of videos for you guys. I'm gonna get back to making music, of course, and then I have a bunch of other stuff that hasn't even been mentioned yet. But it's just, I'm so excited to be back. So I really don't want to drag this video out. So let's get right into it. Okay, so first, let's briefly touch on Hurricane Helene and everything that was going on with that. So, incredibly long story short, during the hurricane, a tree ended up falling on me and my brother's house. And the crazy thing is that if there wasn't a building between that tree and us, it would be curtains for me and my brother. Like, we literally would be dead right now. So, you know, thank the Lord that we're still here. So that was the first thing. And then second, the tree itself caused so many different holes to like puncture our roof. We literally had to like catch water in buckets because water was like flowing in and stuff like that. Pretty wild, crazy experience. And then on top of that, the electricity eventually went out, the Wi-Fi went out, our cell service went out, so we couldn't even contact anyone like through that. So it was just, man, it was absolutely insane. And the crazy thing about the electricity is, do you remember that scene from the Titanic when like the ship was submerging underwater and then slowly the lights were like just dimming and then they come back on and then they dim again and then just bam, all the lights were out? Yeah, it was almost exactly like that. And I'm over there thinking, ooh, this is pretty cool. When I'm supposed to probably be terrified and, you know, I don't know, something's wrong with me. But that was a pretty insane experience to say the least. But I'm gonna fully go over that and talk about all of that in its own separate video because, you know, we have footage and the aftermath and all of that sort of stuff. But I think it's something that needs to be its own video because I almost want to do like a documentary sort of video, if that makes sense. So we'll really get into that on a different video. This is just kind of a basic debrief of the situation. So yeah, a lot of things went on with Hurricane Helene, but the main thing that I want to talk about today is what happened to Scarlet, aka my PC. So this goes back to before the hurricane even hit, and I guess just going event by event, first thing that happened was a power surge. Now keep in mind, I have surge protectors on absolutely everything, so that's gonna be important information for later. But a power surge happened, and next thing you know, my PC entered a boot loop. Now I'm not gonna get into too much detail on all this stuff because I wanna make sure that everyone can follow along without me getting too technical about PC terminology and whatnot. But basically, me, the PC would start up and then it would instantly just restart, and it would just keep on doing that over and over again. And when something like that happens, there's a few things that you can do to try to fix the situation, but I did every single one of the things that I could have did, but it was all to no avail. So at that point, I had to take my PC to Best Buy. Now this is where things just start to get to that point of, damn bro, that's just bad luck. So it actually started out pretty nice, because as soon as I take my PC up to the counter, I immediately start getting an ego stroke, because the girl that's working there is all like, oh my gosh, you have such a beautiful PC, it looks so nice. And you already know I'm eating all that up. I'm like, yeah, you know, I usually have it all purpled out and everything, because purple's my favorite color. And then some random customer came up and was like, yo bro, that's a nice PC. So you know, all of that was nice, but unfortunately it took a very sad turn afterwards. So I explained to them my situation and everything. They were like, okay, we'll let you know, we'll get back to it. And that was that. But then they called me and they told me they had to do extensive testing, because again, it wasn't a simple problem that could just easily be fixed. And they had to one by one essentially take out parts and figure out what was the problem. And this is where things just, again, it's just so unfortunate. So remember how I said I had a surge protector on everything? Well, yeah, that thing did not do its job. Now, I don't know if it was because it was old or something like that. That's my assumption, is that it was just too old, but it didn't surge protect. And because of that, not only did that fuck up my Dark Hero motherboard, which I'm still to this day upset about, but it caused a chain reaction that also messed up my Ryzen 9 5950X CPU, which is obviously is goated. If you know, you know. And then it also took out my AIO water cooler, which was like a Corsair H150i Elite Capellix. So yeah, pretty bad. Like literally the worst thing that could have happened. Actually, you know what? No, I'm gonna take that back, because the worst thing that would have happened would have been if it took out my graphics card too. That would have just been, I honestly at that point, I don't even know anymore. So I'm over there thinking to myself like, man, my $4,000 PC is literally in shambles right now. And it's all because a stupid surge protector didn't surge protect. And I'm essentially gonna have to rebuild it from scratch, because the motherboard is like the heart and then the CPU is like the brain. So it's like with those two major things out, bad news. At this point, I'm realizing what the hell it is I'm gonna have to do, which is essentially building a PC from scratch. And lo and behold, this is when the hurricane strikes. So PC is cooked, a tree almost kills me and my brother, there's holes in our roof, water is flooding in, and we're losing electricity for 2 weeks minimum, and cell service on top of that. At this point, I'm literally giving Brotherhood XP a run for his money when it comes to chalk. That's a joke, broski, I love you. But seriously, it's bad. I think at this point, most people would have absolutely lost their mind. And I won't lie to you, I was tripping for about the first day. But after a while, I was right back to my normal self, because I just kept my faith strong. You know, everyone has their own beliefs, and I trusted in the Lord. I knew that God has me. Ironic coming from the Demon King, isn't it? But seriously, all jokes aside, like, yeah, I kept my faith strong, and I knew that I was going to be okay. And exactly like I thought, here I am making this video, getting right back in the swing of things. So yeah, we deal with the hurricane for about a good 2 to 3 weeks. And again, I'm not gonna get into too much detail about that, because that definitely deserves its own video, while this video is more so focusing on my PC. So deal with the hurricane, and then finally, after we get cell service and internet and all that good stuff back, I finally start ordering my new PC parts. But does it end there? No, of course it doesn't end there. Someone ended up stealing my PC parts, which I was actually pretty upset about, because I had actually caught them on a deal. I think it was like, maybe it was a Prime Day or something like that, but I got them on a deal, and then someone ended up stealing them. So I was pretty upset about that, but thankfully, we gotta give credit where it's due. Amazon handled it very well, and they literally sent me a replacement. They didn't give me any hassle, and I ended up still getting it for that same discounted price. So let's go, Amazon, let's go Jeffrey Bezos. But yeah, I ended up getting a Ryzen 9 7950X. Let's go. And then of course I upgraded my Corsair AIO to be the one that has the little LCD screen. So of course you already know I'm gonna put Sonic on it or something. I don't know, Sonic, Dragon Ball Z, Link, one of those. And then of course my motherboard is Big Republic of Gamers, Big Rogway, you know what I'm saying? And on top of that, it's even better than my Dark Hero. So I mean, you just can't make this up at this point. And because it's AM5, I did have to get new RAM and everything. So now I have DDR5 RAM, the brand new thing. And speaking of new, this motherboard is capable of PCIe 5, which I don't even think is a thing yet for graphics cards. So you already know when the 50 series comes out, yeah, your boy is gonna be copping himself a 5090 for sure, because Charlotte's gonna be able to handle it with ease. But let me chill out, because I literally told y'all that I was not going to speak hieroglyphics, and yet here I am literally talking PC talk, all right? So I'm gonna keep it short, sweet, and simple. Charlotte is fixed, and she's coming home. She's coming home, she's coming home. Wait, am I supposed to be singing that? Because Diddy is kinda, you know what, never mind. The point is, we're good. However, there is one final message that I want to leave you guys with. I know I'm always joking around, but this time it's time to be serious. I truly believe that everything happens for a reason. And even this was supposed to happen. Because, I mean, sure, there was a hurricane. All this stuff happened to my PC. All of this other stuff is going on. But I think the reason that it happened was so that all of you could see that not everything goes absolutely perfect for everyone. The reality of the situation is that I'm beyond blessed. And yes, don't get me wrong, I had to fight for this. I literally gave up everything and then some in order to be in the position that I am in. And you know what? I'd do it all again in a heartbeat, without question. And the thing is, once again, I'm extremely fortunate to be in the position that I am in. Like, seriously, people would literally kill to be in my shoes. And my overall point that I want all of you to realize is that even if you think that someone is living a perfect life, there are still always going to be bad things that happen to absolutely everyone. No one's gonna have it perfect. Ask J. Cole about it. He knows money cannot erase the pain, and it damn for sure will not make you invincible to bad things happening. But I digress. The realization that I want all of you to have, and to whomever it may concern, it does not matter. Listen, whatever it is you're going through, keep your faith strong, keep your head up, and I promise you, you will get through this. I don't care if it sounds corny, I don't care if it sounds cliche. If you literally stay positive, you have a positive attitude, positive mindset, I promise, the universe is gonna give that back to you tenfold. Literally take it from me, firsthand example. And I don't know, there's not really much else for me to say. You're not gonna make it through that storm if you don't know how to dance in the rain, baby. So stay positive, keep your head high, and keep fighting. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that's enough of a motivational speech for today. I gotta get back in the mindset of editing these Mario Party videos, so you know, that means stupidity. But yes, the king is back. Charlotte is back, happy and healthy, so that's all good. And yeah, I can't wait for everything that I'm about to drop for all of you guys. And I know, okay? I know, yes, music too, all right? I got a backlog for you guys, all right? It's coming, I promise. So with that being said, thank you. Thank all of you for sticking with me and supporting some random light skin from North Carolina. I really appreciate it. And with that being said, I'll see you all in the next Mario Party video. And take a wild guess who the chalk is gonna go right back to.